mother than his wife. Connor suggests that Audrey and Jim play 20 questions as they search for something to do. Audrey is game, but Jim is immediately captivated after asking a number of pointless questions about how the game operates. Georgie is having a great time dirt biking at the end of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episode 4, but things change when Todd and his pals start drinking beer before leaving again. Georgie goes into dad mode and tells them that it's not safe or that they should at least eat before drinking. Georgie responds, "I drive a tow truck and seen a lot of stuff," to Todd's statement that he's not fun. "Safe is awesome, I promise." In the meantime, Mandy has gone out once more with Beth, who promptly leaves her to make out with Mandy's dentist, who is seated at the bar. After Georgie drops all of Todd's buddies off at home, they start addressing him as a senior authority after, probably, understanding he was correct. Dejected, Mandy moves to leave Beth at the bar. When she contacts Georgie, she gets her right away and asks if she wants to go somewhere else. Mandy responds that she just wants to return home and watch her baby go to sleep, the two departing with the joyful realization that they may ultimately know what is best for their own relationship. When Beth, Casey Wilson, a coworker at the Bluebell Diner, asks Mandy out for a drink after work the next day, Mandy decides to make an instant adjustment. Even though they are enjoying themselves, Georgie subsequently unintentionally wrecks things by making jokes about her being hit on. Mandy has obviously gotten inside Georgie's thoughts, as the next morning's work exchange with Jim McAllister, Will Sasso, demonstrates. Overhearing the conversation, a nearby Reuben, Jesse Prez, informs Georgie about his Friday half-court pickup basketball games and pizza, but he does not extend an invitation. The awkwardness of Mandy and Georgie's evening only increases when Todd, Jackson Kelly, Beth's adolescent son, remembers Georgie from Medford High School. Despite this, they get along well and wind up working on Todd's dirt bike in the garage. Georgie and Todd discuss the benefits of marriage and divorce, while Mandy and Beth discuss the advantages of having sex with considerably younger guys. The awkwardness of Mandy and Georgie's evening only increases when Todd, Jackson Kelly, Beth's adolescent son, remembers Georgie from Medford High School. Despite this, they get along well and wind up working on Todd's dirt bike in the garage. Georgie and Todd discuss the benefits of marriage and divorce, while Mandy and Beth discuss the advantages of having sex with considerably younger guys. The monotony of Georgie and Mandy's new lives opens Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episode 4. It's implied that the quartet frequently sits down to play bridge in pairs with Audrey and Jim. Mandy is truly awful, regardless of how hard she tries, whereas Georgie conceals his abilities under the pretense of being a novice, which is clearly untrue due to Meemaw's influence. Although we don't know how long that will last, Audrey is now much more tolerant of her son-in-law, and Jim is providing a great help at the tire business. The two have so far found it difficult to strike a balance between living independently and under Audrey and Jim's roof. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episode 4 has once again highlighted the couple's age difference, despite Young Sheldon's spinoff assiduously chronicling the everyday grind of marriage. All of this suggests that the drama slows down. However, if we consider episode 3 to be the last, setting the scene episode, then episode 4 is when things start to intensify. We are introduced to two new characters who immediately bring the couple's long-standing problems to light. However, there is also a lesson to be learned here: sometimes you know what's best for your own life intuitively. This is how Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episode 4 comes to that conclusion. Obviously, spoilers ahead. While working a shift at the diner, Mandy talks to coworker Beth, who invites her out for a drink after they're done. Mandy is reluctant